Uh-oh! Would it be the wrong time to say I thought that guy was the bomb? Ah! What's going on, Godzirra Nation? This is ArghGodzirra. We are back with more Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Thank you for joining me as always. We're playing as Carlos. We're heading into the Raccoon City hospital. Why? We need to find an antidote because Jill has been infected by Nemesis and we don't want her to die. But I'm very excited because look what we're about to be introduced to. The hunters are back, ladies and gentlemen. I have been alluding the last few episodes to wanting to see what these guys look like in the remake. They are one of my favourite Resident Evil enemies to take on, purely because they can kill you with one single swipe, and you've got to be prepared, because if you take a wrong move, your head's coming right off. Very keen to see them in remake form, and I'm hoping they don't get cut from the game. Purely because we've seen things like the giant spiders removed from the game before, so I don't want to see Capcom feel they need to do limitations like that and take something like a hunter out of the game. I don't think they will, but cross your fingers just in case. Pretty sure we need this to use the elevator. Can't use it now. Yep, there we go. We entered the voice off the tape player. I had a feeling.
There also appears to be a slight fracture in his right arm just below the elbow. However,
okay, we are going to go to the basement to kick things off. We'll go to the top floor later on. I just want to get what we need out of the way. Because which place in Raccoon City doesn't have a basement level like this where they do all kinds of experimenting?
I had no idea another guinea pig was still alive.
What are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
Sometimes it's easy to forget one's loyalties. Just like that traitor.
You mean the guy who shot you?
Yeah, you know him. The one with the gray hair and the ugly mug. I can't believe he had the guts to shoot me. That traitor!
You mean Nikolai?
Uh-oh! Would it be the wrong time to say I thought that guy was the bomb? Ha! Let's take us some herbs. We need to be able to heal up just in case. I know we've got the first aid sprays there, but we don't necessarily have to use them. I am a little bit disheartened, ladies and gentlemen. I found out, after talking about it in the last episode, saying I hope they keep the action sequences where you can make a decision between, you know, two choices. They're taking that out of the remake. I am a little bit upset with that. I'm okay with losing mercenaries. I was okay with losing multiple endings. But I was really hoping we would keep the two-choice mechanism. Unfortunately not. Okay, this is going to take a little bit of playing around with. For the life of me, I cannot remember how to do this, but if you just play around with it a little bit, it'll all work out. There we go. I knew it was a case of just moving some things around. That's half of what we need. These guys are about to burst out, I know it. I love how they're a hybrid of the hunter and what looks like a frog. Umbrella's experimenting at its finest. That's why I was always kind of shocked to not really work out why there are certain enemies in Resident Evil 3 that we didn't see in Resident Evil 2, considering Nemesis happens a day before and a day after Resident Evil 2. So, does that mean we're led to believe that maybe the enemies we're taking on now were limited in number and Jill and Carlos eradicated them? Is that what's going on here? Or is it just because Resident Evil 2 was pretty much confined to the police station, we never were meant to come across those creatures? I don't know. 104 is on the slip. I'm pretty sure the room over requires us to push something to replicate that room. But it's going to be... yeah, it's locked. We need us a key. Like, the hunters are pretty, you know, they're pretty efficient creatures. I would like to think they weren't just segregated to the hospital, that they had the ability to get the hell out of here. That's all I'm saying. We've got the key we needed. There's bullets there. Why won't you let me grab them? There we go. Anything back here? No. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was in here. So we've got to push this thing. And it's kind of like the opposite setup from the room next door, so... I've got to make sure I push this into the right corner, because I don't want to have to do it again. Yeah, we're going to push it into that far corner. Please be correct. Oh, thank God for that. What was the code? 104? And now all we do is we take that vaccine base and we mix it with the vaccine medium, and now we've got the vaccine. It is that easy, ladies and gentlemen. No, 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 no. The door won't close. I bet you it will magically close right now, won't it? Yep. Come on, you sons of bitches. Where'd they all come from? That's what I'd love to know. Alright, we're just going to make our way back to Jill. Seems to be a time-based bomb. Your perception is absolutely brilliant, Carlos. There goes the hospital. I suppose that's why we never saw any of the hunters leave the hospital, huh? Goddamn thing got blown to shreds. I'm not going to waste my time killing these little worm things. If you're wondering what those little worm things are, they're the spawn from that really big worm that we've come across in the past. And if you didn't see that episode, it's perfectly fine because we are due to take on that worm again. Don't you worry about that. Okay, I hope you're ready. You holding onto your pants or whatever else you might be wearing? What makes me so keen for the remake, well, one of the many things that makes me so keen for the remake, is seeing, we've already seen the art direction they've taken with Nemesis and how he looks completely different to what he looks like here. I'm very keen to see what direction they go with for each of his forms. You want to take this into the dining room, do you? Okay, well, Mum always said not to play with my food, but it looks like I'll have to make an exception. You ain't dead. Quit faking! You ain't fooling anybody. At least all your friends have disappeared. Jill, I'm back.
barely made it. How do you feel?
I'm okay. What happened to you?
I just fought with that monster. I've got some bad news. Nikolai's still alive.
But I thought he was dead.
That guy doesn't know the meaning of the word dead.
What is he after?
I don't know. All I know is that he is our enemy. I'm sorry, Jill, but there's something I gotta take care of. I promise I'll meet up with you later. But don't worry.
Okay, so two things. First of all, when Capcom say we're going to get new playable areas with Carlos, I'm hoping we get to see what it is he needs to take care of. Second of all, we are now officially at the point where Resident Evil 2 has finished. By the time Jill gets healed with the vaccine, Leon and Claire have already left Raccoon City with Sherry. So all that stuff has already gone down. William Birkin, he's been destroyed, all that stuff. This is where Resident Evil 3 really starts to ramp up. Because even though I say Resident Evil 3 is the day before and the day after Resident Evil 2, Jill obviously is knocked out for a couple of days with the vaccine. They don't really allude to that too much. You don't get a grasp here of how long she was out for, but she's out for a couple of days. I forgot the Nemesis comes at us here, so that's why I've come back in here to prepare. You want to throw down? Let's throw down. Get off me! Ow! Get off me! Put me down! I'd have to be close to death. Oh damn, I am close to death. Look, enough's enough here. You octopus bastard! Alright, we've got to put some stuff away here. We don't need to be clogging up the inventory more than we already have. Let's put the Magnum away. We don't need the Magnum for the time being. Okay, so now it's our time to get the hell out of here. We get to go up in Raccoon City Park. Can we go out this way? No. I really hope we eventually get Resident Evil Outbreak remakes, purely for the fact that I want to see locations that we don't see in the mainline titles explored in Remake 4. So Outbreak obviously happens in Raccoon City as well, But we get to see places like the Raccoon City Zoo, where the animals have all been mutated, and we've got the lions and the crocodile, and we've got the elephant. I thought that level alone was absolutely brilliant, because we got to experience things that we hadn't before. I would like to see that explored. Either whether we see those in the Resident Evil 3 remake, because we're getting new explorable places that weren't in the original, or we get a remake treatment of other games where we can go to places like that. I really feel with the success of Resident Evil 2 Remake, it's really opened the door for a lot of games to get the treatment. I'm personally hoping for a Dino Crisis remake, because Dino Crisis 1 and 2 were absolutely phenomenal. I'm going to put the handgun away here. I'm going to get my grenade launcher out because I know what we're going to run into shortly. I'm well aware of what we're about to bump into. I want to make sure I'm prepared. Shotgun and grenade launcher, I think that's a good combo. We take this. Thank you. Can I get around that rack, please? Thank you. With everything going on in this goddamn city, an umbrella rack is what's stopping me from going forward. Pop off. There we go. Good night. I didn't bring any heals. Okay. Gotta keep an eye out for some herbs. I was hoping that sign would tell me what's down here, but that's okay. Come on. Good night. Off with your head. Oh, don't, because we're in a position here to get our head knocked clean off. So we've got to be careful. Thank you. We can't come this way yet, can we? Yeah. No. That's the graveyard key. I'm pretty sure that's on the other side of the entranceway we came in from earlier. Is there any herbs up here? Nothing. So hopefully we don't run into any trouble. Because I'm not really in a position to deal with it. Oh, thank God. Do we just need the one? I'm going to take another one with me. Might have to do some storage management. That didn't do nothing. Because I'm an idiot. And forgot that there was only a limited amount of moves you can make, which is why that counter was going down. That's not what I'm supposed to do, is it? I'm supposed to drain this goddamn thing. Pretty sure there's one in the back corner that tells me which one to do. Yeah, there is. Okay. I can do that. And while I do that, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to bring this episode to a close. Thank you for joining me as always. When we return, considering we'll already have this well and truly drained and ready to go, we'll take the ladder downstairs, find out what the hell's going on, hopefully meet up with Carlos and get the hell out of Raccoon City. Fingers crossed. If you have been enjoying this, go ahead and leave a like on the video because it goes a long way to supporting myself and I cannot thank you guys enough for all that support. If you happen to be new to the channel, there is plenty of other content to check out. I urge you to do so, and if you happen to enjoy what I'm throwing down, hit that subscribe button and pledge your allegiance to the Godzirra Nation by doing so. In the description down below, not only will you find my social media links, if you don't follow me on Facebook, Instagram or Twitter yet, feel free to do so, it'd be hugely appreciated. You will also find the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis playlist. If you've missed any episodes in the past, feel free to catch up in your own time. Hit that little bell icon before you leave as well, so each and every time something brand new hits the channel, you guys get a sweet little notification to let you know what's going down. But that's it from me, guys. I'm out of here, and as always, I will catch you guys next time.